Clothing production doubled worldwide between the years 2000 and 2014. The rise in popularity of fast fashion has increased the production of cheap garments that on average, Canadians purchase 70 new articles of clothing each year. With the vastly shortened lifespan of clothing, the mass purchasing contributes directly to the 12 million tons of textile waste each year. To further the waste issue, a large percentage of clothing sent to secondhand stores even end up in landfills. In 2017, around $173 million in secondhand clothing was sent from Canada abroad to various third world countries. Most of the textiles ended up in landfills or burned as developing countries had rudimentary collections and recycling programs. For example, the Dandora dump site in Nairobi, Kenya has an estimated of 20 million kilograms of textile waste thrown out annually. Clothing is being overproduced, overconsumed, and wastefully disposed of. Textile waste is a world-scale issue that must be addressed.
Our needs statement is a way to address the excessive textile waste in Canada. To come up with our solution, we went through already existing solutions. We did this in order to find areas for improvement where our solution could take advantage of. We looked at thrift stores, donation bins, recycling depots, landfills, and donating unwanted textiles to other countries. Some people will not wear secondhand clothing from thrift stores because they don't know who or where it came from. Donation bins struggle with when bags of clothing are dropped off outside the bins. They could be ruined by the elements and sent straight to the landfill. Recycling depots use a decent amount of energy to break down textiles, but overall is a solid solution. Landfills are a poor solution because it marks the end point for the textile where it is no longer reused. Donating to other countries just causes the clothes to end up in their landfills instead of ours. To come up with our final idea, we used a variety of brainstorming techniques, mainly being Scamper. Our solution is a combination of already existing apps and solutions. The idea was inspired by an agriculture website named Foodloop.
For our final solution, we connect recycled clothing producers, small resellers, consumers, and recycling depots along with other sustainable material sources, all in one app called Green Tags. Green Tags is an innovative multimedia platform that brings together the convenience of online shopping with sustainably sourced products. With Green Tags, consumers are able to purchase clothing from small resellers to large corporations and even sell clothing themselves. From the homepage, users can navigate used clothing as well as new, recycled clothing with the ability to access followed accounts and favorite items to view later. Used items can be bought at the listed price or a lower price can be offered and the seller can then be messaged. Previous messages can be viewed as well as in a separate tab. When buying new clothing, size and color can be selected and percentage of recycled material used is listed. Users can also discover new clothing and styles and search for specific items. Individual sellers can list their clothing providing key information about the item. Recycled material and bulk amounts of unwanted clothing can be purchased and resold or used to make new clothing. When joining the app, the user has the option to create a personal account or to apply as a partner. A partnered company of Green Tags has the ability to communicate seamlessly with multiple recycling depots, selecting the exact fabric and quantity needed to produce their recycled goods. Their account can be edited and selected products can be listed directly through the app. Companies will be audited yearly to ensure the use of recycled materials and keep the integrity of the app.
Some starting costs will come from designing and coding the app and website, the purchasing, renovation, and outfitting of an office building, and the hiring of all necessary managers and staff to keep the running of the app and website operating smoothly. Before the release, online ad space will have to be purchased and as designed, as well as celebrities hired to promote it. The first companies on our app will be offered money as incentive to join our app and start selling more clothing made out of recycled materials. The company will benefit by taking a percentage of the money transitioned in all purchases happening on the app and website. The greatest benefit will be environmental, from less new clothing being developed as well as less clothing being thrown out into the landfill.
The project would also require more companies to be open to utilizing used textiles as well as destigmatizing wearing used clothes. If this is made possible, Green Tag will make a huge difference in terms of textile waste and ending fast fashion. Due to this occurring online, the quality of these clothes cannot always be guaranteed. To make sure that this problem does not become a reality, the app is programmed to rate user suppliers and customers. This will ensure that there isn't a pattern of suppliers giving out subpar quality clothing. As well, there will be a return policy for the clothing if there happens to be false advertising of the quality. The holding of the money transfer will give security to both the purchaser and the supplier that the money does not end up in the wrong hands.